edge came out as Martin Bakole. There's talk of a fight between himself and Anthony Joshua. I know you've started a lot of rounds with AJ. What would you make of that fight if it was to happen in the summer?
Yeah, it's a good fight, man. I want to see it. So I shared the ring with him. He's a good fighter. And yeah, well, both of them, I think, made the best man win.
Based on your experiences sparring both, who do you think you would give the edge to?
It's whoever shows up on the night and how the preparation's gone. There's a lot of different variables. But yeah, I'm excited to see that. It's a great fight.
Just lastly, bringing it back to yourself and Dylan. Dylan's performance against...
Okay, and there is Joyce as he explains who he thinks would win between Anthony Joshua and Martin Bakole. Since he sparred them both, he gives his insight on it. Okay, well, to counterpunch, there really wasn't insight. It was pretty much who shows up. Different variables. No explanation. None needed. It's Joyce. You know what I mean? If I was Joyce, now looking at now Joe sparring and, you know, the things that's happened to Joyce, the things that happened to him in the amateurs, I'm led to believe Martin Bakole, man, because he said he's jacked up Daniel Dubois, Anthony Joshua, Alexander Usyk, you know, Joyce. Okay, he was another that was on that list of people that he devoured in sparring. And, you know, again, you hear no pushback from these guys. You see what I mean? I remember a couple of years ago, Usyk finally responded to the claims that Martin Bakole was saying. And it's like, okay, well, you know, people lie and this, that, and the other. But then here's the thing. We're not hearing that no more because Martin Bakole has docked his ship. He has arose to the land for war. And I think what's happening is people now are getting, you know, hush mouth simply based off the fact that he's going to be fighting someone. You know what I mean? And I don't think that someone, those people want to be that someone. You know, Joyce, if he didn't do that to me and he didn't tear into me like he claimed, I would have said so. You see what I mean? I would have said exactly like, look, that didn't happen. For the record, I got the best of him too. He had some good rounds. I had some good rounds. I think if I got my ass handled, if I got beat up in sparring, or I had a tough sparring session with a tough fighter like Martin Bakole, you know what I would do? I would use, well, you know, shout out to D. I would have used the politician answer, the politician route. What I would have done was I would have said, hey, it was a tough fight. I gave him some work. He gave me some work. That's pretty much it. Period. You know what I mean? And you stand your ground on what you just said. Not going in, no, that's it. And then if they keep prying, whoever it is, because they're looking for something else, you know, they're looking for another explanation from you. What you do, you say the same thing, or you just end the conversation. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I've already told you what it is. You know, I thank you guys for, you know, showing up and, you know, things like that. You know, you don't have to be that drastic, but at the same time, you want to make it be known of what you said and made what you said counted, right? But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Joyce and how he explains who would win out of Anthony Joshua and Martin Bakole, which really wasn't too much of anything, really. Of course, please subscribe, like, and share. And you guys been Counterpunch.